Namaste, welcome to this session for the summer solstice, although you can do it whenever you wish. So you're going to bring yourself into a seated position, whether that's cross-legged, whether that's Ardha Siddhasana as I am doing, whether that's on a chair, using cushion, bolster, whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. So the summer solstice is the longest day. I know it hasn't felt very summery recently, has it? But it's also connected with our solar plexus chakra, our fire center, our center of impetus, our center of power, passion, personal power, the drive to make us accomplish things. So that area is just below our rib cage. So we're going to start off simply tuning into that area, noticing how it feels. So I invite you just to rest your hands, palms upwards on your lap, open in a state of receptivity. Soften or close your eyes. And just take your awareness to your solar plexus area. And have an open mind, okay? Allow whatever to arise in whatever way it arises. So there's no rights or wrongs. So just focusing into your solar plexus area, just noticing what you notice. And with your eyes closed, noticing any thoughts, feelings, emotions, any symbols, any images, any pictures that may arise. Again, just have a sense of curiosity. And you can even kind of ask yourself some questions, when you're focusing on that area. So does it feel closed, or does it feel expansive? Does it feel empty or full? Does it feel tight, or does it feel kind of open? Does it feel hot or cold? Does there feel like a lot of intensity there? What feelings or emotions arise when you focus on that area? Do you feel kind of like excited, energized? Or do you feel, fearful? Do you feel like you want to close that area? You'll often see people when they're feeling defensive or cross their arms over that area because they feel like they're being personally attacked. Does that feel like, if you think of a fire, do you think of like a raging inferno, like a phoenix rising from the flames? Or do you feel like, a bit of a damp, a damp fire that's, really hard to get going? I know a lot of us recently, me included, have been feeling very tired and drained recently. So it may be that you feel like you're just a bit, you really can't be bothered. And that's okay. We're just noticing how we feel now, so we can compare it at the end, because the idea is at the end of the session, you will feel at least a bit better. So again, there's no rights or wrongs. And if there was one word that describes how you're feeling right now, and let the word come to you. So rather than go looking for it, let the word come to you. So it might sound really odd, doesn't matter, it might sound, doesn't make sense, doesn't matter. Whatever word pops into your mind, or maybe you see an image, a picture, it really doesn't matter. Just simply let it arise. And just be open and receptive to, whatever shows up. Be kind to yourself and be ready to activate your inner fire. So we're going to start off with the breath of fire whilst we're here. We're also going to bring in a mudra, which is to activate the solar plexus. So you're going to bring your thumb, your index finger, and your ring finger together. So the middle finger and the little fingers are extending out. Your hands are resting on your thighs, so your palms are upwards, and your upper arms are just gently resting against your side. Spine is nice and tall. So these fingers represent, different elements. And so we've got fire and earth. I do apologize for the itching. It's high pollen count, I think, makes everything itchy. So keeping that mudra, keeping your eyes closed. So we're going to begin the breath of fire, breathing in and out through the nose, really pumping the belly. So the inhale and exhale are equal, but the exhale is so dynamic that the in-breath kind of comes naturally. So to begin with, just take a nice full deep breath in. Imagine breathing from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. And full breath out, emptying that breath out completely. Feel your shoulders relax, your hips relax. Get a full deep breath in. Feel as if you're lifting an inch taller. Full breath out, just sinking into this moment. And imagine breathing in like halfway. And begin the breath of fire. Continue until I say otherwise. So it's a light breath in and out through the nose, equal on the inhale and exhale. If you need to go a little bit slower, as like this, you can do. And you can gradually speed it up, or you can stay at that pace, totally up to you. But as you're breathing, feel that inner fire starting. It's a very energizing breath. And I want you to imagine it stoking the fire within you. So get an image of a fire getting bigger and brighter. And we will also be using the breath of fire in poses throughout the rest of the class. So keep going, we're nearly there. Keep lengthening up through the crown of the head, spine nice and relaxed. Keep extending your middle and little fingers, shoulders relaxed. Feel that heat, feel that burning inside you. So it's that energy when you get a burning desire to do something, that's your solar plexus energy. Have the burning desire right now to transform that kind of energy, that, I really can't be bothered, that emotional instability. Turn it, transform it, transmute it. Imagine burning it away. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold the breath. Now apply a light root lock. So squeeze rectum, sex organs, and navel. Lift your chin, draw it back, and imagine really tucking your chin into your collarbone to create a throat lock. So imagine holding that energy in your body, holding it for as long as you can hold the breath. To breathe out, release the throat lock, release the root lock, and exhale. I do apologize for all the itching or whatever. So I think the pollen is high today. So everything, my eyes have been running, my nose has been itching. So I do apologize. And also breath of fire, it will bring to light if you need to blow your nose. Now come into, either stay where you are if you're sitting on a chair, or come into Sukhasana if you're sitting cross-legged. So crossing the legs at the shins, flexing your feet, pull the butt cheeks back to find your sit bones, bring your hands onto your knees, and we're going to draw a big circle with your rib cage. Imagine you're inside a wind tunnel or something and you're circling around. So you're rocking on your sit bones, inhale forward, exhale back and around. So we're starting to warm up the spine, and when we work on the spine, we start to activate the whole chakra system. So the chakras run up the length of the spine, or the 7 main chakras anyway, run up the length of the spine. Also working on the central nervous system. Relax your jaw, relax your face if it feels okay to do so. Start to go a little bit quicker again to build that inner heat. If you'd rather stay slow, that's okay. But with Loopy Loo here with us today. Change direction, going slower to start with. And don't worry about it. You have to go, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. My variation doesn't look the same as hers, blah, blah, blah. But when we start overthinking it, we get really wooden and we can't kind of move. Your body knows how to move. So just close your eyes and don't worry if your variation doesn't look the same as mine. And if it feels okay to do so, go a little bit quicker. And stoking that fire. And then coming back to center. Hold onto your shins. So about halfway between your knees and your ankle. And think of your spine like a cat flex. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. So inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round. So keeping the head still, so you're not lifting the head up. It's just focusing on the spine. So as you breathe in, lift the chest, tilt the pelvis forward. So if you're on your hands and knees, you drop the belly, draw the heart forward. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under. If you're on your hands and knees, again, you lift through the upper back and relax the chin. So we're just going to be focusing on the spine so the head stays in neutral position. It will move a little bit, but you're not moving it like that. You're just keeping it relaxed, and if you can, going at a fair pace. Close your eyes, turn your eye gaze inwards. Inhale forward, exhale back. Okay, that's great for building some energy, vitality in the body. Keep going, but bring your hands to your knees. Straighten your arms and lean back slightly. So we're working a little bit more into the upper back. And breathing dynamically in and out through your nose. For a second. Being aware of any sensations in the body and aware of all and any shifts that may have changed already, occurred already in your mood and your energy. If you're sitting cross-legged, just switch legs, bring the other leg in front. And come into, bring your hands into Ganesh Mudra. Ganesh, the destroyer of obstacles. Left hand palm out, right hand palm in. Grip and have your hands about solar plexus level. Keep the hands here and imagine you're pulling your hands apart. You're going to inhale, turn your chest to the left. Exhale to the right. So we're not swinging the arms, we're turning through the chest. Now my phone often reverses things for some reason. So make sure you're inhaling your left. Exhaling right. Once you know what you're doing, close your eyes. Again, keep pulling the hands apart, or keep pulling as if you're trying to pull the hands apart, keeping the hands at your solar plexus level. Twisting is so good for releasing tension in the spine as well. Keep going. Remember, as always, if you need to go slower for whatever reason, then do so. You can inhale through center, exhale, twist. But if you can, stay at a good pace, warming up the spine. We're nearly there. Four, three, two, one. Come to center. Inhale. Hold the breath. Really imagine you're trying to pull the hands apart and just gently press into your solar plexus. Hold it for as long as you can. When you need to breathe out, release slightly. Breathe all the way out. Hold the breath out. Again, imagine you're trying to pull the hands apart and just gently press in and up into your diaphragm, into your solar plexus. When you need to breathe in again, release slightly, long deep breath in. Hold the breath, pull the hands, press in and up to your solar plexus. Hold. Then when you need to breathe out, release slightly, breathe all the way out. Hold the breath out, pull the hands apart again, press in to your solar plexus. And release. Again, relax your hands down on your thighs, legs, lap, whatever. You're going to inhale, shrug your left shoulder, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. This helps to release tension from your neck and shoulders, also helps to stimulate your thyroid. Inhale, shrug both shoulders, squeeze, hold, squeeze even tighter. Then when you need to breathe out, release, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Notice that lovely warm glow around that area. We're going to bring ourselves up to standing. So if you can, bring your feet to the floor a little bit wider than hip width and see if you can come into like a squatting malasana position. Sorry, buddy. And then see if you can come into a frog squat position. So you're on the balls of your feet. Heels are together. You can use blocks, bolsters if you need to. So if the floor's a little bit too low, you can use your bolsters, your blocks, whatever you have to bring the floor a little bit higher. And we do 12 Kundalini frog poses. Great for boosting your energy. So as you inhale, you straighten your legs, look down if you can. Keeping the heels lifted, eyes closed. As you exhale, you bend your knees, come down, looking up, eyes open. Now as you straighten your legs, your hands may come off the floor, or you may use a block or bolster in order to enable you to keep in contact with the floor. But if your hands do come off the floor, don't worry too much. We're going to do them in a dynamic fashion. 12 of them. Let's go. So breathing in and out, in and out. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Straighten the legs, hold. See if you can land the heels and fold over your legs. And slowly roll up to standing. Take your time. Squeeze those legs together. Coming all the way up to standing. Awesome. I'll just pop, if you have any blocks or bricks or whatever, pop them to one side. But just start off with the feet underneath the hips, spread out the toes, soften your knees so you can feel like the weight sinking down into your feet. As you breathe in, imagine breathing in from your roots to your crown. So imagine you've got roots extending down through the soles of your feet, down through the floor, down through the foundations, down into the earth, keeping you grounded. And imagine you've got a funnel or a cord or maybe a beam of light extending from the crown of your head, keeping you connected to the cosmos. So as you breathe in, imagine breathing in through your roots. Imagine that breath, that energy rising up through your legs, through your torso, up and out to the crown of the head like a fountain. As you breathe out, imagine drawing energy down through that funnel, down through the crown of your head, energy flowing down through your body, down through your legs, down and out through your roots. Let the hands mirror that movement. So inhaling, floating the arms up, visualizing or feeling the energy rising up and out. You can open your arms out, then exhaling, feeling or visualizing energy flowing back down the body, down and out through your roots. So as you breathe in, feel a sense of lightness, of expansion, like a balloon when it fills with air. As you breathe out, feel a sense of groundedness, of coming back down to earth. So inhale, lightness. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, contraction. So the movement is also following the movement of energy through the body. So energy flows up and out. Energy flows down and through. And inhale, bring the hands up. So as you exhale, imagine always bathing yourself in sunlight. Inhale, drawing energy in. Exhale, imagine bathing yourself in sunlight. And then just start to bring a little bit of movement in without thinking about it too much. Just allow the body to move with the breath. Maybe taking another step out. Inhaling, exhaling, breathing in and out. Maybe taking the movement in different directions. And there's no rights or wrongs. Like what I said at the beginning, there's no rights or wrongs. The body knows how to move. We've just got to get out of our own head. So imagine scooping up energy, bathing yourself with it. Scooping up energy, bathing yourself with it. And maybe starting to move in different directions, maybe in a side-to-side movement. Maybe imagine holding a sun, the sunshine in your hands, a big ball of golden light energy. Again, you can start to move around a little bit. When we get out of our ego, that voice is like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing it right, da, 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 then we can just move. Our solar plexus is our kind of warrior energy, our strength, courage, resilience. It's time to honor that strength, courage, and resilience because we're really good at beating ourselves up, right? We're not so good at honoring our strength. See if you can turn it in a circle, a kind of mandala, moving it around, going slowly, there's no rush. Just breathing in, breathing out, just making your way around the mat. Because we've been doing a kind of sun salutation variation, but we're going to be going in a circular mandala, going around the mat. And just making your way to the top of your mat, wherever that is. And just start to shake out the arms and legs, shake it all off. We're just going to do that movement again. Again, imagining going around in a circle. So again, just shifting the weight side to side, holding your ball of energy. Just gradually making your way. So you're facing the back of the mat. And gradually making your way. So you're facing the other long side. And making your way back to the front of the mat. Again, just shake out the arms and legs. Shake off any negative thoughts that you may have been having about yourself. You know, those, oh, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go the other way. So again, just shifting. Carrying your ball of energy. So the color associated with solar plexus is yellow. Sunshine, yellow. So imagine literally holding a ball of light, a ball of yellow light energy in your hands. Remember, everything is difficult until it's not. You know, we often avoid doing things, new things, because it feels strange. But everything was new once, right? And then coming back to center. Again, just shake it out a little bit. So you're back at your center. So bring in the feet kind of underneath your hips, spread out your toes. So imagine your roots going down through the soles of your feet. Shoulders back and down, stretching up through the crown of the head. Just inhale, reach the arms up, stretch up. Exhale, lower the arms back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. And this time, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees. Exhale, dive forward. Maybe slide your hands down the backs of your legs just to help stimulate the nerves. And inhale, lift halfway. Hands to shins. Lift, look slightly forward. Again, exhale, slide down, bend your knees, draw your belly button in. Inhale, lift halfway, heart forward. And exhale, bend. So bring your fingertips beside your toes. So use bricks if you need to. And we're going to step the right foot back, side it back, step it back, wiggle it back to make sure this front knee is directly over your ankle. So if you've landed a bit like that with the knee over and the foot not flat, then wiggle that foot forward, stretch through that back heel. And as you breathe in, imagine lifting up through your core, draw your pelvic floor muscles in. As you breathe out, imagine stretching in both directions through that back heel, through the front thigh. Inhale, lift through your core, almost like you're doing a cat flex. Exhale, stretch in both directions. Breathing in and out. And we're going to stay here. I'm going to breathe the breath of fire. So remember, you can go slow if you need to. It's all good. So nice deep breath in and begin. And feel that inner fire being stoked, building that inner heat, that inner drive. And take a breath in, hold, and exhale, turn to your right and come into a squat position. If you need to bring the feet in a little bit, do so. Try and hold on to your ankles if possible. If not, bring your elbows onto your thighs. Press those knees out. You're lifting up through the belly. So as you breathe in, draw the pelvic floor muscles in. As you breathe out, stretch through the heart. Lift the tailbone. Inhale, lift through the belly. Exhale, stretch. Breathing in and out. Then we're going to turn to the right. We're going to bring ourselves into a lunge on the other side. So again, if that back foot feels like it's on a tightrope, don't be afraid to adjust it. Again, as you breathe in, lift up through the belly, lift up through the pelvic floor muscles, lift up through the back of the heart. As you breathe out, stretch in both directions. Front knee forward, back heel back. Inhale, lift through the back of the heart. Exhale, stretch. Tuck the chin in slightly, relax the shoulders, begin the breath of fire. Breathe in, hold. Then we need to breathe out, step back into plank position. So palms flat, come back into plank. Either come onto your hands and knees for cat pose or lower your knees, brace your abs, grease your ribs as you bring chin, chest, belly down to the mat. Press the tops of the feet to the floor, elbows in, shoulders back. Really press through the legs, stretch through the toes, and just lift into a little cobra. Make sure there's no tension. And again, begin the breath of fire. I'm going to breathe all the way out. Inhale, a little lift. Exhale, lower down. And lift your belly button away from the floor. Lift your hips, slide your knees in a little bit. Exhale, reverse, press up. Tuck the toes under. Sit all the way back to your heels to prepare for down dog. And don't rush. Take your time. So bring your butt to your heels. Bring your ears in alignment with your arms. Relax your shoulders. So slide your shoulder blades away from your ears. Press into your hands and lift your hips into your dog pose. And just pedal out the feet. So as you lift one heel, and really press into the balls of the feet. Stretch out the toes. And at the same time, press the other heel towards the floor. Don't worry if it's nowhere near the floor. Press it down into the floor. And release and bring your feet together. We lift the left leg. So three-legged dog. Bend that knee. We're going to step the left knee forward. So bring that knee as if you're bringing it towards your navel. Lift up and over. So if there's something in the way, and bring that foot through. As always, if you need to, step it through, wiggle it through. Make sure the knee is directly over the ankle. So even if it's landed here, make sure you wiggle it forward. Inhale, lift up through the belly like you're doing a cat flex. Exhale, heart forward. Tailbone, stretch back. Inhale, lift through the belly. Exhale, stretch. Relax the chin. Breath of fire, 30 seconds. Keep lifting that back thigh. And take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, turn to the right, come back into that yogic squat. Again, bend the knees, hold the ankles if you can. If not, come up, elbows on the thighs. Press those knees out. Open up through the hips. Again, inhale, lift up through the belly. Exhale like a cat flex. Breathing in. And out, heart forward, knees pressed out, really open up into those hips. Then turn to the right. Again, adjust. So I always kind of like automatically adjust my feet. So I might bring the back, take the back foot wider, or bring the front foot across. So otherwise you end up feeling like you're a bit on a tightrope. So don't be afraid to do that. Make any adjustments you need to. And again, if your shoulders are tense, use bricks under your hands to bring the floor up a little bit closer to you. And inhale, lift through the belly. So you can do it without your hands. Exhale, stretch in both directions. Inhale, lift. Use your core muscles. Exhale, stretch. Relax your chin, close your eyes, breath of fire. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, push off that foot. Step the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Fingertips beside toes. Bend your knees, step the left foot back. So step it back, slide it back, wiggle it back. This time, drop that knee to the floor. Again, make sure this knee is directly over the ankle. Imagine you're hugging your thighs into the midline. Press into the feet, firm up the thighs, and lift up into an upright low lunge. Turn the hands, palms forward, and bring that thumb, index, and ring finger together. Rudri Mudra. Again, palms out, shoulders relaxed. Stretch up through the crown of the head. And imagine lengthening from your tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. And feel that stretch in your hip flexors. Long, deep breathing. And after your next exhale, release the hands down, straighten the back legs. We're going to turn back into that squat, that yogic squat. This time we're going to do breath of fire here. So same options, either hold on to ankles or elbows to thighs. Begin your breath of fire. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out as you turn to the left. So again, as I turn, I kind of automatically adjust my back foot. Sometimes I do things like as I'm doing it. Drop the back knee. Again, imagine hugging the thighs into the midline. Activate the legs. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Bring your thumb, index, and ring finger together. Stretch the other fingers out. Shoulders away from the ears. Hold and breathe. Again, imagine lengthening from your tailbone up to the crown of the head. And lift your eye gaze rather than your chin. So again, stretching the front of the body, opening out through your heart. Long, deep breathing. After your next exhale, release the hands down. Prepare for plank position. So straighten the leg, lift up through your belly as you scoot that foot back. Relax your shoulders. Pull your belly button in, either knees or toes. Slowly lower down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Press into the tops of the feet. Press into the thighs. Press into the pubic bone. Draw your heart forward, but keeping your shoulders relaxed. So there's no weight in the hands. Head is in neutral. Hug the ribs with your elbows. And again, just 10 seconds of breath of fire here. Deep breath in. And now lower down. Now lift belly, lift hips, brace your abs. Exhale, keep your elbows tucked in as you press up and back. Sit all the way back to your heels first. Bring your ears in alignment with your arms. Relax the shoulders, then press into your hands and start to lift your hips. As you breathe in, bend your knees deeply, chest to thighs. As you breathe out, open up the backs of the knees. I'm trying to press the heels through the floor. Now don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor. That's really not important. Just think of stretching from hands to hips, hips to heels. Then we're going to bring the feet together. We lift the right leg. So lift that leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Imagine bringing the knee towards your navel. Lift up through your core. Lift your belly in as you shift the weight forward. And bring that foot through. Again, you can help it through, or you can drop to your knees and carry it through. Just make sure that before you do anything else, that knee is directly in line with the ankle. Keep the back toe tucked, lift up. You can imagine hugging the thighs into the midline as if you're stood with a ball or something and you're squeezing in. Have that same sensation. Imagine lengthening from tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. Find Rudri Mudra, index finger, ring finger. This time if you can, open the arms out. Open up through your heart space. Squeeze your glutes. Lift eye gaze rather than chin. And as you exhale, release the hands down. Straighten that leg, turn, and find your way back into that yogic squat. And press out through the hips. And turn to the left, back to where we started. Front knee over ankle, back toe tucked. Lift up and hug the thighs into the midline. Thumb, index finger and ring finger. Open the arms out. Open up through your heart space. And as you're breathing, again, imagine that circle of yellow light energy in your solar plexus area. Imagine it expanding with each breath. And breathe in and out. Release the hands. Bring the hands down. Straighten that back leg. Push off that back foot. Step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Forward bend, Uttanasana. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, fingertips beside your toes, so that when you step the right foot back, you can just wiggle it back a little bit and it stays in line with your ankle. Really firm up those thighs as tightly as you can and lift up if you can. If not, stay in a low lunge. Now, I always want to adjust my front foot a tiny bit when I come up here. Really stretch that back heel and think of engaging your core muscles as well, your pelvic floor muscles. Interlink your hands, except your index fingers. Ladies, left thumb crossed over right. Guys, the other way. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, bring the hands down the center line. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, palms down. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Then from here, turn into that squat position. And inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down. Breathing in and out. Then we're going to turn. Bring the hands down, adjust that back foot if you wish, as I have just done. Breathe in as you breathe out, straighten the front leg, so it's like a pyramid pose variation, so that the back heel is probably off the floor. And come back into the lunge, palms down, exhale back into plank position. And we do like a mini pike pulse here. So inhale, lift through your pelvic floor, lift through the back body. Exhale, stretch through the heels, through the crown of the head without letting the hips drop. Just one more inhale, lift up through the belly. Exhale, stretch either knees or toes, lower down. Release, either stay in a low cobra or inhale, lift up into an up face dog, your choice. Then exhale, everybody, up and back into down face dog. Toes together, left leg lifts, bend the knee, bring the knee in towards the navel, step it up and over. Make sure that foot is directly over the ankle. Firm up the thighs, and if you can, lift up, make any adjustments that you need to. Strong legs. Interlink hands, elbows wide. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, hands down the center line. Breathing in, and out, and in, and out. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn to your left, find your goddess pose, tailbone tucked under, knees out. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, hands down. Breathing in and out. Inhale, as you exhale, turn, bring your hands down again, adjust your back foot as needed. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten into that kind of pyramid variation. And now bend the knee, look slightly forward, push off that back foot. And exhale, step to the front. Now I'm just going to stop to take my jump off because I'm getting nice and warm. I'm building the inner fire. Stay where you are. Got one last round. So inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Then inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Fingertips beside toes, bend knees, left foot goes back. Again, find your position, rise up, interlink hands, index fingers extended, thumbs crossed. Again, really keep the legs strong. If not, stay in a low lunge or one of the first two options. Inhale, reach forward and up. Feel that stretch in the front of the body. Exhale, press your hands down the center line. Keep the belly button drawn in. So legs strong, core strong. And breathe in as you breathe out. Turn, adjust anything if you need to. Again, tailbone tucked under, shoulders over, hips. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, press them down the center line. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down the center line. So I'm going to come to a little mini warrior two. So you're going to turn your left foot 90 degrees and turn your right toes in. Bend your front knee, back leg straight. So you're a little mini warrior two. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, windmill, turn into a lunge. Step straight back into plank. Again, knees or toes. Exhale, chin, chest, belly. Untuck toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Thighs firm. Then exhale, lift up and back into down face dog. However feels safest for you. Find your down dog. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up and back. Touch the sky. And bend the knee. Imagine bringing the knee to the navel. Lift up through your core. Lift the back heel. Bring the foot through. Step it through or carry it through the last little bit. Make sure you're in alignment before you try and lift up. So it's really important to make sure that foot is flat near the ankle before you lift. Find your gold finger. Heart open. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, down the center line. Breathe in. And out. One more. Another breath in. And out. Turn. Find your goddess pose. Shoulders over hips. Knees pressed out. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, press the hands down. Reach in. And out. Find that little mini warrior 2. So turn your left toes out. Right toes in. Reach through the fingertips. Take another breath in. Scoop the belly button in. As you breathe out, spin around into a lunge position. Push off that back foot. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And lift. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Go into a low squat. And see if you can make your way back onto the floor. Coming back into a sitting position. So whatever that position may be, whether it's cross-legged, whether it's on a Siddhasana, whether it's on a chair, again, it really doesn't matter. Find that Rudra Mudra, so thumb and index and ring finger, so your middle finger and little finger extended, arms, palms resting upwards. Try and really extend, so rather than letting the fingers go floppy, try and really extend the fingers out. I know it might feel a bit challenging to start with, but you know, exercising the fingers, just as we may exercise the rest of the body. Soften or close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. So your heart rate may be elevated slightly after that mandala, that vinyasa. So circle, everything in life goes in circles, right? In mandalas, cycles we tend to call them. And so the body loves going in circles. And once you actually say, let go of the idea that it's challenging, it's difficult, I might get it wrong, and just go with the flow, usually your energy goes, woof. It may go down. I have noticed that once before, years ago, I was teaching a workshop, and it was quite a dynamic vinyasa workshop. And I was only about 10 minutes in, and I was starting to get tired. I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Obviously, I kept going, and then my energy kind of went up, way up. So it kind of like started off here, went down, then went poof. So it's having the intelligence to know when you need to rest and when you can and should push through. And that can take a bit of practice, because sometimes our ego takes over and we push through and we need to rest, and sometimes we're lazy, right? I am as well. So it's developing the intelligence, and that's something that's a lifelong practice too. So just soften or close your eyes. Again, once more, take your awareness to your solar plexus chakra. And notice what you notice. So notice any differences now compared to when we started. Remember, it doesn't have to make sense. Sometimes there may be symbols or sensations that you can't put into words, and that's okay, because it's just for you. So notice that you may get images in your mind when you focus on a certain area. They may be quite indistinct and kind of like blurry to start with, but as you just remain open and receptive, it may kind of start looking like you're looking down a kaleidoscope and that kind of thing. So again, just be open and have a sense of curiosity rather than trying to make something happen, or rather than, trying to think there's a right or wrong way, because there is no right or wrong way. If there was a word to describe how you feel now compared to when you started, again, whatever word pops into your mind, or maybe it's an image or a picture or a symbol, again, is perfect, it's all good, there's no right, there's no wrong. And just sit quietly, being open and receptive for the next 30 seconds. Imagine that light ball, a circle of bright yellow light energy, getting bigger and brighter with each breath, shining out of your solar plexus. This is a time to celebrate your courage, your strength, your tenacity. I'm going to finish with 3 Brahmari breaths, humming bee breaths. Just feel the vibration move through. You can play with the pitch, the if you like, or just whatever comes out. Just focus on the vibration. A nice deep breath in through the nose. What you do, exhale is hum. I am light, I am radiant, I shine bright. I am wisdom, I am wise, like a phoenix, I always rise. I am vivacious, I am brave, I am tenacious in all ways. I am unique, I am a queen, I am heard and I am seen. I am infinite, unlimited, I am courageous, uninhibited. I speak my truth, hear my voice. I trust my intuition when I make a choice. I have boundaries you won't break. I have power you can't take. I am a goddess, it's plain to see. I am unashamed to be me. I am fierce. I am divine. I am the light and I shine. Namaste. Krishnakayasa. Blessings to you. If you feel called to lay down in Shavasana and take a rest and allow the energy to flow, enjoy the energy flowing, then please do. Any questions, any comments, please share. I love hearing from you. Mwah. Namaste.